You got to do what you got to do, even if it doesn't come easy and even if it's hard. But if you want to create a beautiful life for yourself, this is day 6 of how we can do that. We sometimes, and that means lots of times, do stuff that doesn't come easy. So to me, one of those things are my stretching, my yoga. For me to feel good, my body not really feeling stiff and sore, I need to stretch. It's just that. I mean, if I don't do my stretching exercises for a week, I can barely get off my stairs in the morning. So it's what I got to do. And yesterday we went out and we had a lovely lunch and afterwards a lovely sleep after some red wine. And I was really very, very chilled. And when I looked outside, the wind was blowing, howling, and I just thought, I'm not going to go take the dog, Bella Blobs, for a walk. It's just, we went yesterday, it's fine. She really doesn't have to go today. Great. And when I got down where husband was sitting in the sitting room, he said, when are we going to walk? We need to go for a walk. I said, but really I don't feel like going. He said, it will do us good, even if we just go and walk to the beach. And guess what? After I got dressed, had the dog on the leash, got out of the door, started walking, it was magnificent, glorious. I became a brand new person. I felt wonderful, but it was hard to start. So whatever it is that you need to do, we gotta do it. And then a while back, I read this and it was just really talking to me about this whole thing of just doing what you gotta do. You know, if you want to feel well, create a wonderful life for yourself, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Another thing is you got to eat healthy food. You know, it's just, you need to exercise and eat healthy foods. So I usually do yoga. I found 2 fantastic women. They're really very slow. It's just stretching exercises. Yoga is really just stretching exercises that helps you breathe, and it's amazing. It's just hard to get onto the mat, like it is hard to go for a walk. We live in heaven. I mean, at the sea, at the river, but sometimes it's really still hard to do it, even though I know it's good for me. So some people are amazing, you know. I am not a perfectionistic person, so I'm not one of those that can say, okay, I am going to exercise for 4 days a week and blah, blah, blah. Oh man, at day 2, I'm already backing off. So for some of you, this is a way of life. Exercise, even though I did listen to this, I was very, very good at sport, especially tennis when I was younger. So I went to university and got a degree in physical education, PT, you know. I love sport. I really do. I love being active. But, you know, now I'm not doing a regulated, whatever you call it, sport daily or weekly, so I'm on my own, and not that I'm lazy, but I struggle. You know, I like sitting. Sorry to say, I like sitting on my couch. I like just relaxing. So this is hard for me. So this is why I can share this with you. I know not all of us are this people that just enjoy being busy the whole time, you know. I like being busy, but on my couch or on my bed or in front of my art supplies. So it's different. But then when I go on a trip, I never sit. I don't have time to create anything because I am just walking around everywhere, looking, taking photos. So you see, then it's different. But my home and my ordinary daily life, I'm very relaxed. And that makes me realize, you know, I need to do my stretching exercises, need to go for a walk. And when I do it, it's fantastic. So yes, I found people online with very nice yoga exercises that you just go onto YouTube. And but I realized I need some help. You know, sometimes it's very good to realize and to ask for help. So I realized I need to go to a yoga class, even if it's just once a week, just to keep me I don't want to say sane, but to keep me practicing, because I cannot just do yoga once a week. Then I am so stiff and sore that I can barely walk for a couple of days. So I found a friend actually that does this only once a week. She asks $2 a lesson, and I love it. So today we have a lesson. If she's not here, there's not a lesson, whatever, but it just keeps me remembering, like husband did yesterday, to do my exercises. If I don't do it, I'm going to suffer when I get to her. So it forced me to practice at home. I really at this stage, if I practice twice a week at home, once with her, I am extremely happy. So exercise, being active does not come naturally to me at this season in my life. But you got to do what you got to do because you know it's good for you. This is day 6 of how to create a beautiful life. Now listen what this man was writing. Do not lose your desire to walk. I walk myself into a state of well-being. I walk away from every illness. I have walked myself into my best thoughts, and now I cannot read my own writing. I have walked myself into my best thoughts, and I know of no thought so burdensome that one cannot walk away from it. But by sitting still, and I agree, and the more you sit still, the closer one comes to feeling ill. Thus, if one just keeps on walking, everything will be okay. Isn't it awesome? So this really, really speaks to me because this is true, whether we want to believe it or not. And all my friends, most of them are my age and a little bit older, some are younger, and all of them are moaning and groaning because they're stiff, they feel ill, they always moan about sickness and illness and not feeling well. And then I ask, do you stretch? Do you exercise? No. walk? Not really. So I know from experience, that's why you feel depressed and discouraged and ill, because you sit too much. Because I usually do sit too much. You will all think, and most of my friends that know me think I am permanently busy. And yes, I am very busy with all my creating stuff and whatever. But that is not exercise. That is not walking myself, exercising myself into a state where I know everything will be okay. And once again, this gets back to what happens when we walk. What happens when I do my yoga? Your mind once again becomes still. You become in the moment. And in that moment, you can hear the small, still voice of the life within you, the life speaking to you, providing for you all your needs. You become calm. You become present in the present. When you walk, you look and you see the beauty around you, and you become present. You move your body and you start to feel alive. And so, yes, let me read this again before I go. I hope I'm not late already. Do not lose your desire to walk, to do exercise. I walk myself into a state of well-being, and I walk away from every illness. I have walked myself into my best thoughts, and I know of no thought so burdensome that one cannot walk away from it. But by sitting still, and the more one sits still, the closer one comes to feeling ill. Thus, if one just keeps on walking, everything will be all right. Love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab? So we got to do what we got to do, even if it doesn't come easy, because we know it's good for us. Day 6 of how to create a beautiful life. Love you.